Just remind listeners where the new crossing is, where it takes off and where it lands.
It's... you'll forgive me, I can't recall the exact...
This has to be the car crash of all car crashes when it comes to MP media rounds. Get this, Emma Reynolds, the Treasury Minister, goes on LBC to talk about a big new infrastructure project, and she knows none of the details about it. Take a listen.
No,
landing zones.
So the crossing that you're talking about, you don't know where it is?
Well, it's the Lower Thames crossing,
yes,
which has been in planning for many, many years.
It's almost as if you were reading from a piece of paper there, isn't it? you don't actually know where it takes off from or where it lands, do you?
This is painful. Painful to listen to. Just spit the answer out, lady, please, I beg, else I'm going to rip my hair out.
You'll forgive me, Nick, but this is part of a broader 10-year infrastructure strategy that we will be launching later this week.
It is about the 19th word in the press release, the Lower Thames crossing. Let me tell you, Gravesend in Kent, Tilbury in Essex, those are the two towns.
Tilbury,
It was
Tilbury.
so embarrassing.
How much is it going to cost?
Yeah.
Well, see if she can answer this.
It's going to cost quite a lot of money, but we today are announcing £590 million towards that cost.
How much is the crossing going to cost, Secretary?
Well, overall, it's going to cost several £billion.
How many? You don't know that either, do you, actually?
Oh, God. How embarrassing.
Well, it has already cost quite a lot of money.
I don't wish to be rude to you personally. Is there much point continuing this conversation?
Wow, that was brutal there from Nick Ferrari. Is there much point even bothering continuing with this conversation? This isn't a case of a journalist just, really having a go at a journalist for not knowing one little nitpicky stat about something. This lady literally knows barely anything whatsoever about the huge topic that she has come on to talk about it, this big new infrastructure project. Like, why is she even there? Why is she even bothering? Did she not bother to read her notes for like 5 minutes before going into this interview?
Because you don't know where a bridge starts, you don't know where it ends, and you don't know how much it costs. So is there any point continuing?
As I said, the money that we are putting in is crucial to unlocking this project, which has been years in planning.
Secretary, you don't know how much it is.
Well, it's several billion, as I've said.
It's 10 billion. To put you out of your misery.
10 billion.
Oh,
so
dear.
it's not 7, it's 10.
That's embarrassing, isn't it?
What does this say about the economic stewardship of this country, that someone in your position of importance, you don't know where a bridge starts, you don't know where it ends, and you don't know how much it costs?
That's absolutely brutal. And it's not just her who is one of the economic stewards in this country. Let's not forget, we've got Rachel Reeves as our Chancellor. I mean, what does it say about the economic stewardship of this country that we've got a woman who lied on her CV, who claimed she was an economist when she worked at Halifax, when she actually was just working in the complaints department. And while she was working at Halifax, she was investigated for lavish spending. What does it say about the economic stewardship of this country that is the woman who is our Chancellor? And this woman here, who doesn't know where bridge starts and ends and doesn't know where its costs, is also in charge of a heck of a lot of your taxpayer money.
When will the Hammersmith Bridge problem be resolved?
I'm not here to talk about the Hammersmith Bridge. I'm not a transport
Don't
minister.
know anything
But you're
about
talking about
Hammersmith
infrastructure.
Bridge,
You're talking. Sorry, I thought we just talked about 3,000 bridges that are unable to support the heaviest vehicles.
I don't have the detail of the Hammersmith Bridge.
But that's one of the key bridges that can't support any vehicles, let alone the heaviest of vehicles. So clearly that must figure in this.
The plan, the money that we are allocating today will go to such bridges, to go to repair bridges, and to make sure that those bridges can take a load. And as you said at the top, there are 3,000 bridges across the country that can't take a load.
Right. And one key one is the Hammersmith Bridge, so that's not part of this at all.
There will be Hammersmith Bridge and others will be, but that will be down to local. I mean, look.
Oh God, she's got absolutely no idea what is going on with Hammersmith Bridge. I can tell you, I live fairly close to Hammersmith Bridge. None of us that live here have any idea what is going on with Hammersmith Bridge because we've been being told for the past 6 years, oh, it will be fixed tomorrow. Let me tell you what they've achieved in 6 years. They have now finally stopped paying a load of money every single day to have these people stand with their arms crossed at either end of the bridge to say, can you get off your bike, please? Can you walk it across, please? They've got rid of those and stopped us from having to walk along the tiny path on the side of the bridge. They've now opened up the middle of the bridge that's been sat there with nothing going on the entire time and painted a cycle lane down the middle. That's what they've achieved in 6 years. Have they done anything to fix the bridge so that cars can go across it again? No. So you have to drive. If you're driving, you've got to drive a heck of a long way around. It's a complete and utter mess, and they've done nothing in 6 years. And this woman, she doesn't care either.
Can't come on your programme and give you the dates for every 3,000 bridge that will be.
I'm merely asking that one of particularly. It's been closed, I think, for around 6 years. We hear of a new initiative by the newish government, 3,000 bridges. One of the ones that really jumps off the page, of course, is Hammersmith Bridge. And you don't know whether any of these funds are going towards Hammersmith. Is that correct?
I can't name every one of the 3,000 bridges.
Respectfully, I've not asked for that, have I, Secretary? I've just asked, can you confirm that it is going to get some of the funds from this £1 billion?
Well, further detail will be set out in written statements to Parliament.
How embarrassing. That has got to be the most painful interview to watch probably ever. That was such a car crash. It's unbelievable. I just Googled this lady's name, Emma Reynolds, and the stories on her, they are piling in thick and fast. Every single media outlet has done a story completely berating her for this car crash interview. Downing Street were approached for comment to say, are you going to sack this lady? Because that was pretty embarrassing. But oh no, they have told us that they have full confidence in Emma Reynolds, so she will not be going anywhere. She will continue to be in charge of projects where she's got no idea what is going on. And let me just be clear, you know, a lot of people berate the era of gotcha journalism, where a journalist will go after you and, you know, keep saying, you know, how dare you not know? If you don't know some, you know, tiny little detail, some tiny little stat about something, you might be in the middle of a media round, you've come on to talk about, let's say, housing, and they ask you, oh, do you know the exact percentage of men that cross the channel? Let's say that's been something that's been talked about on Question Time recently, and they'll go for you for that, and that's I gotcha, because you don't know that exact percentage. That's not what's going on here. This is not gotcha journalism. This is a woman that came on to talk about this big infrastructure project. She did not know where the bridge starts and ends. That is like the bridge in this project that everybody has been talking about, like the flagship part of this big project. She's got no idea. She's got no idea how much it costs, even though she specifically came on LBC to talk about this. She didn't even read her notes for 5 minutes, I think, before coming into this interview. This is so embarrassing, and is just really exposing Labour to be incompetent idiots. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Reasoned if you haven't already.